Hello, beautiful writers. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah L. I'm a multi-best-selling publisher for prose publishing, and today I am sharing something kind of out of the ordinary. I know when most people type in publishing, how to publish a book, publishers, all the kind of things, you're expecting to find videos like how to publish a book, how to set up your listing, how to write, get through the blocks, all of the things. But today, my video is so beyond that. It's a little reminder that without flexibility and the capacity to adapt, you will not get far, whether you're a writer or a publisher. Now, today comes with a little bit of a story time. I am in the midst of a very long and beautiful publishing week. My client is publishing her book in Dutch, and we ran into some literal, last second challenges. It's really funny. The writing journey and the publishing journey always come with some sort of challenge. Whether you're writing the book, you're going to face all the writing blocks, you're going to face creative detours and little challenges when you don't know what to write and stuff like that. And then in the publishing process, oh my God, you'll face formatting issues, cover issues. The number of times we have gone through the book, looked at everything, and then all of a sudden there's a new error that pops up, or something is misspelt, or there's a spacing issue here, or some kind of margin issue there. There will be something at every step of the way. And unfortunately, if you don't face it at the beginning, you're going to face it somewhere at the end. And take it as a sign that if it was a smooth go from the beginning, chances are you missed something, because something always happens. And this is how you get good at your craft. So don't think for a second, if there's not a lot of challenges, it doesn't make for a masterful writer. You have to face and navigate everything that comes your way in this business, whether those are the creative blocks that you face on the writing journey or all of the technical issues that you're going to face at some point throughout the publishing journey. So I'm going to share a little bit of the story time today. We are in the last 24 hours before the listing goes into review. And I literally last night received two massive blow-ups that shifted the entire course of this launch. And so originally my client and I thought she was going to launch the hardcover edition, which is basically like a coffee table book. And she was so excited. She has a launch party planned with over 250 people, so many copies that she was about to order. And I received last night notice that hardcovers take a lot longer to ship than paperback books on Amazon. So the Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing is usually what we publish our clients with. And they're fantastic. Obviously, there's tons of other platforms that you can use. I just think Amazon is foolproof, so much easier, as well as decent royalties. It's all done for you, fulfillment, everything. It never costs a dime. Maybe I'll make another video for the benefits of working with Amazon versus a different platform. But in the meantime, we anticipated, yes, publishing her hardcover copy, and I thought that the book would only take 10 days to ship. Her 250 author copies would be shipped to her location in 10 days, which is what the paperback listing said. But little did I encounter the fact that she was publishing a hardcover book, not the paperback on the first try. And so it was set to arrive in 3 weeks, and the launch party is in 2.5. And so right then and there, I was like, oh my God, my heart sank as the publisher. It's 2:00 in the morning when I read this information, and I'm like, oh my God. And don't coincidences make it any worse? A separate client who had gone bestseller a couple of weeks ago just got her hardcover author copies. And I'm not even kidding you. She messages me out of the blue, 3:00 in the morning. First of all, that never happens. Okay. And she goes, the hardcover copies are not as high quality as the paperback copies. And I've worked with Amazon quite a bit. Like, I've published over 50 books with Amazon, and I know firsthand the stunning and like meticulous quality that you get from publishing a paperback book. The softness, the texture of the book, the quality of the paper, the color, all of it. Hardcover, on the other hand, doesn't have as good of an output, let's say, than the paperback version has. So to hear, like, literally 24 hours before launch day, that not only the quality of the paperback, the hardcover was going to be less than ideal, and like 250 people showing up at your launch party, that is no joke. To have like a book turn out in mediocre quality, it was a big no-no for me. So basically, it's 3:00 in the morning. She's in a totally different time zone than me. And I go, oh my God, like everything just changed. Everything that I thought this launch was going to look like, the ease, the fun aspect, the quality of it, like literally out the door within a matter of moments. And so it took a while to like come up. Well, actually, it didn't take me a while. It took me like 5 seconds to come up with an ulterior plan and to make it almost better than the vision we had the night before that we were planning for. Essentially, I told her, okay, listen, let's go with the paperback version for this launch party. I can guarantee the quality. It's gonna be stunning. It's a perfect, like, out of the box type of book to launch. And in a couple of months, for Mother's Day or sometime in the early spring or summer, we launched the hardcover version, but we make it like 100 times better. We'll get you some custom developed boxes, some beautiful like sleeves. We'll change the cover a little bit, because the problem with these hardcover options with Amazon is like it's just not as good, in my opinion, as the paperback versions. The paperback, you get like 10 years worth of publishing experience. The printing facilities are A1. And then they recently rolled out this hardcover option, which a couple of years ago was still in beta mode. That's how new it was. And I don't think they've like figured out the kinks. So I'm going to make a separate video for you guys if you want to see, you know, the paperback version versus the hardcover. I think it would be super interesting for you to learn the comparisons and how to pick. Obviously, I publish in all three formats all the time: ebook, paperback, hardcover, in as many languages as you want. But I always say, like, paperback should be the primary listing. Sidetrack a little bit. Yeah, this video is just to say that, first of all, the call I got with my client about 2-3 hours ago was all about coming up with a new plan. And, you know, there are clients who sit in the difficult challenge, the circumstances. And listen, if it's not during the publishing process, which is often your publisher's job to navigate, and having my own like 20 plus book experiences, 50 client books, I have literally navigated every possible challenge that could arise. And just when I think I've mastered them all, boom, this shit kind of happens. So it's okay. Like, it is your publisher's job to navigate these challenges with and for you. And any issues that arise, they deal with, especially when it comes to like formatting, the publishing ordeals, dealing with, you know, creative stuff, in terms of design and having to change all the little things, finding last minute errors on the day of publishing, all of the little things. Okay. But the creative blocks that you're going to face, I mean, that's up to you. And again, a good publisher is going to hold your hand through that kind of stuff. And likely you're hoping to get a publisher who has navigated that stuff on their own. I started with a background in just writing books. So I faced all of the creative doubts that you could possibly imagine. Writer's block, perfectionism, you know, doubts, thinking like, what are they going to think about me? Is anyone going to buy it? Is this story going one way? How is it going to turn and shift? And what route is this going to take? How is this all going to turn out? I have faced them all. And don't even get me started on all of the little formatting issues and the margins and uploading with bleed or no bleed and having little header and footer and page number issues and all of the things, okay? You have to, as a publisher or a writer, you have to get so good at navigating the challenges and not letting them crumble you. I just want to say to adapt. If one road or one door closes, be willing to take the next. Be willing to think quickly on your feet. When those creative doubts come up, which inevitably they do, don't let them stop you. Don't let them make you crumble and fall back. And especially when it comes to like doubts around whether other people are going to read this book or if it's ever going to be successful or whatever. You have to be resilient in this space, whether as a writer or as a publisher, dealing with all the technicalities, all the little obstacles that come with the writing journey. And it's so funny. I was recently having a conversation with a prospect in the DMs, and she was telling me about how a couple of months ago, the idea for this book was so hot. It was burning in her. Like, she just had to do it. And so she launched this whole program. She did the book. She started writing. And then the energy fizzed out a little bit. You know, other projects come to mind, especially for a creative or a business owner that's like always launching. Let's say always launching. You always have some kind of idea. You're always writing new posts. Your life is happening so quickly. Your business is evolving at an exponential speed. It's very easy to take a challenge that's being presented like a doubt or a block or some kind of technical difficulty that you might be facing and see, like, almost take it as a sign that this is not working. In my line of business, it doesn't work, and you meet more challenges and more obstacles and more creative blocks than anything until you are on that bestseller list. They don't effing stop. So this is just a message and a really humble reminder that you need to adapt. You need to be flexible with what comes your way. You can't snap or break quickly. You have to see it all the way through. And if you're facing technical difficulties that are so beyond your zone of genius, this is a time to work with a publisher who's going to deal with all of that kind of stuff for you. And listen, with a good publisher, they will do everything and they will go above and beyond when setbacks inevitably arise. Okay? Today, I didn't see this coming whatsoever. A whole business plan, a whole launch plan, a whole event, and a client's vision for her book shifted in a matter of seconds. And there wasn't anything we could do but adapt and make it better. Make it better than the vision you originally had. Make the event greater and the output even stronger and make it an absolute masterpiece. Work with the doubts that you might be facing on the writing journey because, again, they will come. They will be there no matter what. Let it serve as deeper inspiration, deeper fuel, and work around that stuff so that you can get something even better than you have imagined. And like I said, I started this business, and more than anything, my writing journey was spiritual. So everything I went through served as a step in the right direction, the next step in my writing journey. And I always say to my clients, when you're not living the thing, you are writing it. And when you're not writing the thing, you're damn living it. So take what comes your way and let it serve as refinement, better than the vision. And trust me, if you are on this journey and you have found me, of all people, because I'm a totally different kind of publisher, I am a different breed of publisher. If you have found your way to this page, then chances are whatever setbacks you are facing, or obstacles, or doubts, or technical issues, creative blocks, whatever it is, First of all, you're in the right place for all of that, because I have seen, lived, navigated, mastered, and perfected it all. And over and above that, if you're in this space, it's because you were guided. That those little blocks and issues and detours and all of that are, let's just say it, the universe, God, redirecting you in a direction you couldn't even imagine without these setbacks. Okay, so don't see them as downgrades or issues or challenges. See them as your next upgrade, your next step, your next portal to something infinitely better than you could have imagined yourself. So with that being said, I hope you guys like this video and you're inspired. And if you feel blocked or stuck, or you're facing any kind of challenges, issues, technicalities on the journey, please don't be afraid to comment. Find me on social media at sarahL.co or Prose Publishing. Message me on my website. Find me anywhere and ask those questions. Bring it to the table. I also do one-on-one clarity calls, and I do writing block calls. So taking everything that, you're going through, all those detours and challenges that we're talking about, and we are going to navigate them. We are going to master them, unpluck every little knot that might be on your writing path, and create something so much more than you could possibly think of right now. So with that being said, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to catch you in the next.